about 5 in the morning. Hopefully I got everything packed. Heading to the Medoc Meltdown, and not super motivated, certainly not at this time of the morning, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. I'm hoping that the rain holds off and that it's just a nice cool jaunt in the woods. Alright, we're about 11 miles out from Medoc, and it looks like a misty but clear day, so I'm going to hope that the rain holds off and we just have a nice cool jaunt in the woods. The sun's been up for a little bit. Again, got about 10 miles left to go, getting all pumped up for it. Alright, here we are at the Meltdown. Weather is spectacular, not so much a meltdown. We head off somewhere in that direction. I'll be following the pack. But just a misty, misty, cool morning. Probably get started in about 10 minutes. So in about 5 minutes we're going to head out that way somewhere. The race is going to be fabulous. The weather looks like it's going to cooperate. Got a good group of people, good humor, good spirit. It's going to be a great minute, and I'm hoping to finish. Turn it around and look at everybody. And here's the whole setup.
My wife is surprised when I drink.
Especially for you, we put that in there just for you. Woohoo! Man! Steven! You're 112. Is it really? It's awesome.
And this is the official start.
Good thing this run started at 7:15. How's your leg, Mark?
It's all good. It's all frog there.
It's about halfway through the first loop. End of lap 1. Leaving the shelter behind. Feeling great. This is actually very runnable. It's humid, but I'll take the cool temps. Anyway, there's a 6-mile loop and it figure eights back. There's about 2.5, maybe 3-mile small loop. There's some good hills to walk up. A lot of the trail is very runnable. So I'm at the point now where I'm heading back into the woods. Here are some of my comrades.
What kind of cue are you on? No, what kind of cue are you on?
So I guess that'll be the pack. Follow into the woods this time. On to lap 2. Here's the definite walking part of the trail. Quite a steep incline. With loose rocks. Even without the rocks, probably be a good place to walk uphill. Still no rain. About a quarter of the way through my second lap, which is a blessing. Definitely dense cloud cover. Keeping the sun off. Definitely some little bit of the motivation that I had in the first lap, in some ways just to maintain pace with people, and then eventually to try to separate myself, because I do prefer the solitary nature of running. With a small number of runners and roughly 9-mile trek, this gives you ample time to run and sort of get in your head, which is, for me, sort of the point. A little bit later, coming to the top of the incline. And the sky's open and the sunlight comes down. Plate telling us which way to go. And beginning of a nice runnable section, which I am now going to take advantage of. So this is me running. Hopefully this won't be me falling out of sight on the trail when I trip. And here's part 2. Going down the stairs. Going down a little harder because the stairs are wet. Your legs are tired. And there's no way I'm running. Then as some sort of cruel joke, they put a bench down at the bottom. This is where you're supposed to quit and then eventually dive into the water and drown yourself. But me, I am last of the Mohicans, and I must continue down the trail. But there's back up the stairs. Let's carry on. Probably got about half a mile, maybe mile left of this short loop. So that's the end of lap 2. Definitely heading out for 3 and plan to finish. I've switched shoes. I'm just starting up the hot dogs. So next time around, I'll be scarfing some. That's a little incentive. I had a friend who, after I finished my first 50, and I told him I was about to do my next marathon, he said, well, that'll be nothing for you. But that doesn't take into account that every race and every distance has its own individual challenge. My daily 6-mile run at times seems about all a person can do. So now I'm about done with 16 miles. You got that much distance to go, and it's all in the mind at this point. My car's right over there. Dry my butt, put myself in the seat to be at McDonald's in 10 minutes. But that's what makes this what it is, I guess. The insanity of, I don't know, I feel terrible, let me do some more of that. So anyway, nothing too profound. Got fresh shirt on, fresh shoes, fresh socks. Probably have a nice case of diaper rash by the time I'm done. Only got the one pair of shorts. Got my third hat on. And drank a lot more water at that stop. I think that was a mistake the last time around. Feel like I'm keeping a decent pace. But you never can be sure. Anyway, heading back towards Paper Plate and into the big loop, and I'm halfway there. This is what I call heartbreak pass. If I go straight, I get to the shelter, my car, hot dogs, and finish. And it was at this point 2 years ago that I actually quit. If I go this way, I have that last loop, which is 2 and some miles, to get a legitimate stopping point at the shelter. I'm going to keep going. I just got bitten a while back by my first black fly on my back of my arm, right where my number is, asshole. Anyway, that's another motivator to keep going. This next portion's very runnable, so hopefully I'll get my legs back. I'm definitely beat, but you keep making deals with yourself, like after I finish this loop, I'll just have one more time to do it. So when I get out on the trail the next time, everything will be the last time. So now I'm beginning to make deals. Do I have my first Coke of the summer on the way home? Well deserved, I think I shall. Or do I perchance get a chocolate milkshake? Which also sounds very good at this point. I'm probably at like 21, 22 miles if I get to the shelter, if. That'll be marathon distance. Definitely not any personal best, but doing really well. Also wouldn't mind a giant cup of black coffee. So when I get to McDonald's, I have a decision to make. And maybe, just maybe, I'll pick all three. I don't know what I look like. I do know what I feel like. Heading out to my last lap. Had a hot dog. I don't know how that goes on the nutrition scale for endurance, but anything that doesn't taste like a gel at this point is pretty good. It's beginning to rain lightly. Who cares? Back to wearing my blue hat. And that was from my first lap. Only brought 3 hats. So the good news about this lap is every step you take is the last step you're going to take on that part of the course. And that's pretty damn motivating. It's a great experience. The trail is beautiful. It's dark. It's overcast, so it's kind of difficult in places to even see where the roots are. I've only tripped once, but haven't fallen all the way down. Good to get to a change of clothes in the sitting position. All right, let me get this thing turned around. For last time, going towards that paper plate to finish lap 4. A little bit into this, like a mile or so, I guess I've made marathon distance. So pretty good. When I finish, I think it's 34, maybe 35 miles. This is me coming up at the end. I am dead. Can't wait to get my McDonald's Coke. I better run it in. All right, I am in the car, heaven on earth. I did finish. I have no idea what my time was, but I started about 7:20 and it's now 4 o'clock. So that gives you an idea of how long it took. Walked a lot in the last lap. Rained the entire last lap, but it was sort of like, who cares? I was already soaked. Really sore. Whenever you're doing something like that, the feeling is, oh, I'll never do that again. But I guess by tomorrow I'll have new plans on what's next. Anyway, time for a drive home. Another great Medoc Meltdown without the meltdown. On my way home.